Welcome to Upside DIY. So I'm going to probably store this away with most of my older electronics. I want to mention that these are pretty good media players. They have a lot of USB. It even has DVD compatibilities. I'm going to use this um, as the main kind of like, and I have another like Windows Vista, but this is Windows 10 and the power adapter, really strong computer. It actually has 1 terabyte hard drive, but sometimes it used to crash, but then I opened it up and cleaned it a little bit. I really as we go on YouTube, welcome to Upside DIY. So two, but they're really useful. 128 gigabytes. I tried it with all the devices and stuff. Two of them must have fried out somehow. I don't know. Unless I find a way, um, and stuff like that. I also another hack that I also did was actually uh found how to pretty much turn off developer mode. You go to like about phone, you could Google it, and then for your specific device, and you could actually turn off besides disable or turning on do not disturb and airplane mode to kind of clear up some storage and stuff. There's also a laptop bag, so laptops I can actually store them inside of individual bags just to actually and keep the dust off and stuff. Finding good towels or rags and just cushioning whatever's in there. So I got pretty much you know, this is probably I would say 128 gigabytes, but I think I've only got like 80 gigabytes. But and this is 256 gigabytes. When it was new, it worked pretty good as far kind of showing off the computer. It actually has 1 terabyte hard drive, but sometimes it used to crash, but then I opened it up and cleaned it a little bit. Since it's been a while, I don't know. Maybe I'm working on this because I might be able to put together like a Craigslist computer. It's not going to be anytime soon, but that's kind of like a goal. Just because I kind of acquire situations or might need to really like um, pretty much get stuff done here and there. Craigslist is kind of like the only open source, free source, I would say, to get things a little bit going, but I'm not going to guarantee too much and, uh, you know, figure out. And I could try to, I'm looking for a cell phone on Craigslist. I could use a smartphone. I'm looking for all types of stuff on Craigslist to uh, certain things about how to develop uh, pretty much a channel and um, building a Craigslist. I need a printer just in case, maybe flyers and all that. So a computer, a printer, good items, testing items, uh, and a lot of stuff is kind of in the way. But that camera, I need a digital camera, maybe a notebook to write down notes and things, figure out how I'm going to post or, title and even keeping some information, but I think stuck on this. So this goes to this other laptop, which is pretty good still. Kind of dust things off while I can, but I think that's going to be I'm just dusting off. Craigslist is pretty good, so I'm just kind of putting away a lot of stuff. So I got kind of like the broken stuff or just parts, and things. Maybe I could look for the same items here and there. The only problem with Craigslist is it's hard to really, uh, you, everything takes practice. It takes a year or two figuring out. It takes a lot of planning. You don't know what's on one side. They might be into other things and stuff, but I think it's getting to a point that the real connector. Oh, it's just this computer is just a lot more different of a hard drive that I could really, you know, plug into the supposedly working computer. So I'm gonna just put this one back. I don't think, how this things were built. I was hoping it may or may not, but sometimes these things are designed a certain way, and or this and that. I don't know. Maybe things are different size within for just by a little bit and stuff, and it may not work. Pins and just how this connector really looks like. I should have checked the parts number and stuff, but there are different disk drive MK802 and stuff like that models, and things just are not matching up correctly for any this other or the one that I took out, and swapping and testing. This actually has 4 pins right there. So wait, so I took off the shield. Yeah, there is going to be some stuff that you do, and it's just going to be a time waster. It seems like this connector is pulling off of the pins and things, and can't really tamper with stuff like that. And this actually just plugs into the board itself. So this is a 80 gigabytes, but it's got this special connector and things like that. I might be able to remove it somehow or pry it off if I can actually try to do it right now, or it might be connected actually to the chassis. So let's go ahead. That might be a spare hard drive slot. So I don't know. So yeah, let's go ahead and close this, add a little cushion. And then I'm going to try to take this off of the chassis if I can. It might and have 2 screws at the bottom or on the bracket. So yeah, so I'm going to try to take this apart. It's going to be tough to say, but yeah, it's actually can't really tamper with that. Even though it was it's separating at a different location. So yeah, that's just a little bit too much. I can't. So I'm gonna dust this off and put back everything. So I put this back to mostly back together. It's just too bad that you know, the just basically the identical computer and swapping out hard drive. So I put everything back together. So this computer wants to beep turn power on, and then I got to put back this small cover for this hard. You know, maybe this laptop and that PC. I still need to clean everything out of that. And then you know, there's a monitor, the keyboard sitting on top of there. I could actually play old games and stuff, or even the burners and all that stuff. So having pretty much a laptop, an old laptop, an old personal computer. The only problem is with hard drives already in there. The cover plate is really easy to move. It actually didn't have the cover plate for the RAM and things like that, but so and a good place is to also check the recycle bin if there's anything in there. There's not. So this account is very clean. There's no apps or anything installed on it. Um, so music. So there's no music. So I could definitely probably just delete this account just because there's nothing on there. And even the IOs, inputs, outputs, and it doesn't have that good of volume. So there are a few obstacles and bugs in the system, but maybe I can just, you know, swap out if I. So yeah, there was a little lock right there. So and this shows kind of like a hard drive emblem. I can test and basically see if there's a hard drive in there, and then start swapping out hard drives. So yeah, it's kind of dusty, but this is the RAM, which has both sticks in it, which is pretty good. That's probably why it runs pretty nicely. Um, you know, and the plastic shield and stuff is, and I'm guaranteed that the hard drive is right here. Just found that. So yeah, I could probably swap out the hard drive while I'm working on this. If this is a hard drive, so let's completely try to remove this. And there might be a small clip holding it. I'm not, or maybe it's right there. So let's put this screw somewhere. My good laptops in there. Save this for later. But I definitely want to try to put something more, you know, nice like a laptop, and basically pull it out whenever, or you know, whenever I need it. Actually, and stuff. Out whenever, or you know, whenever I need it. Actually, and stuff like that. Actually use it. This area also can use like an extension cord, just to help test and power on stuff, and things like that. So let's go ahead and go on the other side of this, as you can kind of see. And I've got a laptop right here. I actually made some footage of taking apart the Apple laptop that's sitting underneath. The keyboard is on top of somewhere else just at, but this is a 80 gigabytes. But it's got this special connector and things like that. I might be able to